welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a really long time since I've last uploaded a video. I think it was about a good year and a half since I've uploaded a video for you guys. I wanted to take this time today to kind of come on here and give you guys a life update. There's something that's going to be happening in a few days for me that's pretty big, and I kind of wanted to also document this myself and being able to look back on it and seeing, my journey and this new chapter that I'm going through in my life. And I definitely wanted to kind of share it with you guys, and also, being able to let you guys know that I'm here, I'm okay, and I'm back. I don't know if I'm going to be uploading a lot or if I'm going to be uploading at all. I definitely will have to see with all the new changes that are going to be happening. I'll kind of go get into that a little bit later, but I kind of wanted to kind of get you guys kind of from what's been going on with me for the past year and until now to present day. So I've been pretty active more on Instagram, more on any of my social medias, but first off, most of you guys already know, and if you guys didn't, my dad had passed away last year of colon cancer. I think our family found out around April of last year, of 2017, and he passed away in May 2017, right after Memorial Day. It was really aggressive. It was something that I don't think none of our family members knew, or kind of how fast this would kind of happen. I know that when I first got out there, I know that most of you guys know I'm from the Bay Area. I've been living out here for about 10 years. So I occasionally visit, home. I probably, before all this happened, I would kind of visit my family once a year. And so I decided to take some time off, and I went there in April. Didn't know what to expect, but, kind of went with the flow. And it just happened that, while I was there, he passed. And so I decided to take some more time off and kind of be with the family and kind of reflect and kind of, get closer, because, we really did needed each other. I think the biggest part that I've learned is that, I don't think anybody's trained or knows how to deal with these things. It's just one of those things that as it comes, that we all kind of learn as we go. And it really just kind of shows, or it takes a toll, I think. But I think being with family definitely helped. I'm not saying that we're in a really good place now. I think a year later, I think we're all kind of still having our good days and our bad days, and just kind of figuring out what we need to do, and getting back into our routines, and getting back into what we need to do and live. And I'm pretty sure my dad wouldn't want us to sit around and mope around and be sad all day. And I wanted to make him proud, and I will make him proud. And just being able to be strong and be positive each day, and do what I can and make the most out of each day. And one of the other big things that I've learned is that life is too short, and I have to be able to live each day to the fullest. And I know it's very cliche to say, but it's really due. Like, once I've seen that happen in my life, and with all the crazy stuff that's happening in the world today, like, it's really just living each day to your fullest, and being able to do your best, and stay positive. I know it's hard, and I'm not saying that every day should be rainbows and butterflies, but being able to take each day, and being thankful and grateful for what we have each day, is something that I've kind of put into my daily routines, and always remind myself that, look, I'm healthy, I'm alive, I have a roof over my head, I'm being able to eat every day, and that's what I'm grateful for. And so I definitely think that this was a big learning curve and learning tool for me that I've implemented into my everyday life. So I'm definitely grateful for that. But yeah, I think that's kind of one of the biggest things this has happened the past year. Another big thing that is going to be happening in the next few days is I'm actually moving. So, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to document this and record this for you guys, to kind of give you a life update on what's been going on. So I have finally decided to move. As you can see, I mean, I only have my bed here, but pretty much everything is all bare. Like I have like, pretty much kind of cleaning up. Um, I have probably until well, not till, but August 31st will be my last day here in the Bay Area. Um, and I have decided to go back to Chicago. So it's a humongous big move for me. I think um, you know, it's just one of those things. I think the universe was giving me all these signs, and I think just being apart from family for so long, and especially the past year, it really kind of, made me think and reflect about where I am in my life. I'm being, in my 30s, definitely, it does show how much, I needed my family at this time, especially with my dad gone. And so I decided to take this opportunity and to move home, be with my mom, be with my sister, and kind of be able to regroup and reset. And I think that's what I needed is a reset button. And I think for me, it was a really hard acceptance, I think is the word I want to use. I don't know. I've always been the type of person that has always been very goal oriented and really focused, and had that passion and drive. And for the longest time, I think the past month, in this August month, like, I was having a lot of anxiety. I was going back and forth. Like, I was excited that I was going home, but then I wasn't. I was getting nervous just because I felt like going back home would have been like, a failure in my eyes, where, I literally am starting new. Like, I decided to resign from my job. I wasn't going to transfer. I kind of wanted to reset and restart and kind of figure out my life again. But, I think going back home, in my eyes, I felt like I was going backwards, and that's not what I wanted. Um, but that's something that I just had to just get over it, and it wasn't the case. The case was that, I was going home, to kind of regroup myself, get the family back together again, and be able to walk away from this, and say that, we are all strong, we are all in a better place, and that way, that whatever happens the future holds, like, we will be successful, and we will be stronger. And so that way, if we do live far apart again, if I do move back to the Bay, or, Southern California, that, we will have that stronger bond. I think right now is what we needed, is we needed each other, and we needed to kind of regroup, and just kind of spend some quality time with the family. And so, I've accepted it. I've already, and trying, I became more excited. Instead of getting my anxiety the best of me, I told myself that this is something that is really needed. I needed some, kind of more of like an R&R, and so yeah, I mean, I think that's something that I'm definitely excited about, this new journey. I have no idea what it has entailed for me. Even though I've been, raised up in Chicago throughout my whole childhood, pretty much, everything in my 20s and even in my 30s, it's been in the Bay Area. So I really don't, I do feel like I am going into an unfamiliar area. So it's, again, it's putting myself out there. Um, finding new friends, finding new hobbies, finding new things that will excite me. Um, and I think that's what I needed. I think that's what I need in my life right now, is that reset button, and being able to figure out who I am. I really thought, growing up and, being my age, it's like, oh, at this age I need this, and this age I need to be, having a certain amount of dollars saved up, or need to have a car, need to have property, and I've gotten to the point where I'm like, you know what, it's okay. It's okay that I don't have these things. It's okay that, that my life isn't really perfect. But all I could really say is, I'm ready to start this new journey. I'm ready to see what life, has to offer. I really do believe that everything happens for a reason. And, sometimes I joke to myself and I say, maybe this is, dad's way of like, hey, like, this is what you need. Like, you ain't gonna do this yourself. Because to be honest, like, I think the reason why I've been in the Bay Area for so long was I was comfortable. I had my routines. I, you know, had a great job, and would come home. Like, it was a very daily routine, and I was very comfortable living the way that I was. I wasn't. I wasn't struggling. I had my group of friends. I had things that I liked. I had things I didn't like. My life was already set, but I wasn't progressing and I wasn't finding different opportunities. I wasn't exploring. I wasn't doing these new things just because I was very content and I was very content with myself. I didn't want to try new things and I didn't want to, explore or do anything. Like I was kind of in my own little bubble, I guess you could say. I was in my own little personal bubble, and I think this way, again, like my dad is what I'm telling myself, wanted to shake things up, and was like, nope, this is what you need in your life, and maybe this was his way of showing like, look, this is something that there's so much more that you could do, and I'm gonna give you that little push. And get you started. So, again, I'm looking at this as a great new opportunity. So many new things happening. Again, I'm literally walking into a blank canvas. Even though I'm going at home, like, yeah, I get to stay at home. I don't have to pay rent. I have pretty much like a home cooked meal every day, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm happy. Yeah, I am nervous just because I am moving thousands of miles away, literally, like right now, like it is what, the 20, I think I got 3 more days left, or 2 more days left actually. I still have this bed I need to get rid of. I have like boxes everywhere. I have my moving pod coming in 2 days. I'm flying out. I'm not even driving, so I'm flying out to Chicago. Yeah, and it's just so many things. I can't believe the month has already been gone. Um, just, again, I'm embracing everything that's happening. I'm embracing all the changes. Um, and yeah, I'm ready to close this chapter of my life, and I'm ready to start this new journey. And I kind of want to, in a way, like document the process too, so that way, looking back, I could see like how much I've grown and all the, I guess, emotions that I've been going through, and it's been a lot. I think one of the biggest things that I've learned about myself was, I really need to. I mean, actually, there's a couple things I've learned from this process is that, it really did tested my strength and my confidence. I think at one point I, was so overwhelmed and I just wanted a pity party. And, I called a friend of mine and I was like, I wanted a pity party. I wanted someone to hold my hand and I wanted somebody to help me. And he pretty much was like, no, I'm not, you're a grown man. Why do you need a pity party? And like, I literally was a slap in my face. And I took it and I was like, yeah, you're right. Like, you're really right. Like, at this point, like, I shouldn't be expecting anything from anybody. This is something that I need to do. This is what I'm being tested on, of how strong I am. And I did it. And I, didn't rely on anybody. I didn't rely on any of my friends, like, my mom or my sister. Like, this is all me. And, you know, it was hard because there are days where I do need, a pity party a little bit, but at the end of the day, like, this is going to make me stronger and this is going to, help me, um, for the future. And so definitely a big learning lesson. And it really did test my ability of what I could do in such, you know, stressful and high tense moments. And you know, I think right now, even with everything that's laid out, like even last night, like I couldn't, like just so many things were going on. You know, I'm like, how am I gonna move all these boxes? Like I have to move all these by myself. Like I live in two, you know, on the second floor, so I had to drag all this down. Like, you know, all these anxieties were going on, and at one point I just had to stop and I go, you know what? Like everything's gonna be fine. Everything will work out. It will always work out at the end. And and yeah, and I just keep telling myself that. And I want to let you guys know that, you know, with all these crazy things that are happening in the world, and I'm pretty sure we're all going through our own, you know, personal issues at home or within ourselves, that, you know, everything is going to be okay. Everything will be fine. Everything will work out. Um, you just have to stay positive. And I know it's easier said than done, but you know, the baby steps I took was more of like telling myself each day, like, hey, like, I'm healthy, I'm okay, you know, I have a roof over my head, you know, I was able to eat, you know, I'm grateful to live another day, you know, and those, you know, once you keep on telling yourself that every day, like, it just becomes natural. And I think it becomes something that you tell yourself, and then you get pumped up and you get excited, and then it starts all over again. So, you know, I think that's something that, you know, if you guys are going through something in your life, you know, try that and see where that goes. But other than that, I just wanted to, again, just document all that stuff that's been going on. I know it's not that much of things, but I know for me, the two big things was obviously, you know, the loss of my dad, and this big move has been two big, huge things that are happening in my life right now. So yeah, I definitely want to document this, kind of bring you guys on my journey. I'll probably upload this, and then once I get back to Chicago, I could kind of give you guys a little update, if you guys want to, of kind of where I'm at, how I'm settling in. Definitely let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see. You know, I think this will be a good way for me to kind of restart my channel again. I know before a lot of you guys came on here for all the hauls that I did and the crafting part, but again, I want to be able to kind of maybe, you know, close that chapter of my life and kind of, you know, take this on to a different, maybe a different channel. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm definitely open to any opportunities and anything that, you know, comes my way. And I definitely want to reach out to you guys and let me know what you guys want to see, or maybe we do more like sit down and talks about life and what's going on, just because, you know, maybe that's a lot, you know, sometimes that's what we need. We need somebody to talk to. We could, you know, we always definitely need somebody, you know, to relate to. And it doesn't matter what, you know, how old we are, or what's going on with our lives. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I know I look like a hot mess too. Like, again, I've been literally living out of a suitcase for the past like 2 weeks. I didn't realize that I was hoarding so much for 10 years. And I think that's another thing. I needed a cleanse. I needed a cleanse in my life. I needed to get rid of all that crud and all that stuff that I've been hoarding for 10 years. I mean, it feels good. It really feels good that I'm getting this cleanse right now. So definitely excited for all the new things that are going to be happening. I definitely want to bring you guys onto this, or into this journey and this new chapter of my life. So I know it's already been like, what, 15, like 20 minutes into it, but I'm going to cut this now. But thank you for checking out my video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, you know, kind of what you guys want to see in the next few videos. And I will talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.